Yes, Gambit Gaming and Unicorns of Love are currently setting up on stage, and I'm joined by two lovely people, the two coaches. We have Sheepy from the Unicorns of Love, and of course Leviathan from Gambit. And guys, first question, what happened to the ties? LCS tie is going to be so angry. You guys are standing there with your shirts.
We're setting a new trend, of course, new ties, no ties.
I mean, I realize that it's so far into the season that I can't really make the tie playoffs, so I'm just conceding until the next split.
That's fair enough, fair enough. So again, we're going into playoffs now. We had best out of one, entire split long. Now we're changing it to best out of five. Obviously, for the quarterfinal, you guys might even be facing each other. As a coach, how does their prep change when you have to suddenly adapt to these best out of five situations? We start with you, Sheepy.
Our practice schedule sometimes seems a little bit different. We are trying to prefer best of fives and play this kind of practice schedule. But also the preparation has to be more in depth. Right now it's not enough to just prepare best of one and pull out one cheese. You have a lot of cheese in your bag to pull out a win.
Yeah, so you need to make sure you have flexible strategies, and you can start off with like early rotation picks that can lead into multiple different comps. It's really good to pick up on patterns from your opponent's draft. So like if you give them a win on one composition, there's a chance they might go back to the composition. So you have to have things ready for what they may potentially play. And just making sure that your practice environment is like a best of five environment. So even though we already play best of fives as a team, we go into the best of fives and treat them with the proper prep in between each game. We're not analyzing between games. We're just discussing future strategies and not reflecting. And that sort of prep goes a long way in a best of five.
So you mentioned now the cheese, or a lot of cheese, for a potential best out of five. As a coach, when a player comes up to you and he says, I'm going to play Teemo Jungle, I think it's great. What is your approach then? Do you just say, oh, I trust you 100%, or do you like watch him play 10 times before you can confirm that it's an okay pick? Or how does it work like for you guys on the Unicorns?
Yeah, of course you have to base your individual picks, let's call it like this, on the success you have with them. Either way in the solo queue or any kind of different environment where people think that it's really strong, and then we discuss over the picks. And usually it doesn't take long for picks to be shown as effective or not effective. And then you just, you check over with the team. Maybe you have somebody else prepared, and then you can couple that together and something amazing comes out. And yeah, maybe shown in Cassiopeia Yorick before even Cassiopeia was hot pick. We started playing this, and it just seemed like a really strong pick overall now.
So when you introduce a pick, the first thing you need to look at is like team compositions and where does this pick fit? Because in each team composition, every role and every champion has a job they're supposed to do in the game. So when you try to swap champions in and out, you try to find champions to do similar things. So when someone tries to introduce something, I ask, well, what job does it do? And every champion, I think, is viable, and every champion has their strengths and weaknesses. And it's just making sure that when someone says, I think this is good, you figure out where it's good and if the strengths that they have can contribute to a winning team composition.
So last quick question here. Who's going to win the EU LCS?
Unicorns of Love? Hopefully. I think that in the best of five, we usually show really great upsets or best of three environment in big tournaments. So I have faith in my team, but we will see whoever plays the best, and hopefully that will be us.
So I think Gambit is going to win, of course. No. The reason is because like I always believe in my teams, and I always think that my teams will do well. And if I didn't believe my team would win, then I think we'd finish a place lower than first. And setting a goal of anything less than first is you're wasting your time. So I think with I guess going in believing we can be first and wanting to be first, it can give us the right mindset and attitude to actually achieve it.
Thank you very much, guys, and good luck in your game. Good luck in the playoffs and everything. We're going to send it over to Stress, who's standing at the big screen, ready to break down Fnatic and the Unicorns of Love from